The once stable partnership between the United States and Canada has reached a breaking point. For decades, the two neighbors enjoyed one of the world's closest economic and diplomatic relationships, built on trust, shared values, and deeply intertwined industries. But now, that foundation is showing deep cracks, threatening not just trade, but the very sense of North American unity that has defined the region for generations. In March 2025, the Trump administration imposed a sweeping 25% tariff on all imported cars and car parts, targeting one of the world's most integrated supply chains. The move sent shockwaves through the auto industry, which relies on seamless cross-border movement of parts and vehicles. Overnight, the cost of doing business soared and uncertainty gripped manufacturers on both sides of the border. News outlets buzzed with headlines about the sudden disruption, and auto executives scrambled to assess the fallout. For Canada, whose auto sector is deeply tied to the US, this was an economic shockwave. Ontario's factories, which had long depended on American buyers and suppliers, faced immediate layoffs and production slowdowns. Workers worried about their futures, and communities built around auto manufacturing braced for tough times. The ripple effects extended far beyond the assembly lines, threatening suppliers, logistics companies, and even local businesses that rely on the industry's prosperity. Prime Minister Mark Carney responded forcefully, declaring the era of mutual trust over and framing the tariffs as a violation of the US-Mexico-Canada agreement. In a nationally televised address, he called the US actions a betrayal of the spirit of partnership that has guided our nations for decades. Carney's government quickly convened emergency meetings, signaling to Canadians and the world that Ottawa would not back down in the face of what it saw as economic aggression. Ottawa quickly prepared retaliatory trade actions, aiming to shield Canadians while pressuring the US Parliament debated a range of countermeasures, from targeted tariffs on American goods to incentives for Canadian industries to diversify away from US markets. On the streets, protesters rallied in support of the government's tough stance, waving Canadian flags and demanding fair treatment from their southern neighbor. The rupture extends beyond autos, threatening lumber, steel, semiconductors and more, forcing Canada to rethink its alliances. Industries that once took US access for granted now face new barriers, and business leaders warn of long-term damage if the dispute drags on. The Canadian government is under pressure to support affected sectors and to find new markets for its exports as the old North American order unravels. As Carney put it, Canada must now seek new partners and assert its sovereignty in a world where old certainties have vanished. The government is reaching out to Europe and Asia, exploring new trade agreements and alliances. For Canadians, this moment marks a turning point, a time to redefine their place in the world and to chart a new course in an era of uncertainty and shifting global power. With US relations in crisis, Ottawa finds itself at a crossroads, facing unprecedented diplomatic and economic uncertainty. The once reliable partnership with its southern neighbor has become strained, leaving Canadian policymakers searching for new avenues to secure the nation's future. In the halls of Parliament, urgent discussions unfold as leaders weigh the risks of continued dependence on the United States against the promise of forging new alliances. The stakes are high, and the need for a bold, strategic pivot has never been clearer. In response, Canada is decisively shifting its foreign and trade policy focus toward Europe, seeking to build stronger bridges across the Atlantic. This move is not just about economics, it's about finding partners who share Canada's values of democracy, stability, and multilateral cooperation. European capitals, with their robust institutions and open markets, now represent a vital opportunity for Canada to diversify its global relationships and reduce its vulnerability to external shocks. In a powerful symbol of this new direction, Prime Minister Carney made the deliberate choice to bypass Washington for his first official international trip. Instead, he traveled to Paris and London, two of Europe's most influential capitals, to signal a clear break from tradition and a commitment to deepening ties with the continent. The message was unmistakable: Canada is ready to chart its own course on the world stage. During his meeting with President Macron, Carney underscored the importance of strengthening bonds with reliable European partners. The leaders discussed not only trade, but also shared security interests, climate action, and the defense of democratic values. These conversations laid the groundwork for a more comprehensive partnership rooted in mutual respect and a shared vision for the future. The Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement, or CETA, already provides a robust framework for economic cooperation between Canada and the European Union. This landmark agreement opens doors to new markets, reduces barriers for Canadian exporters, and encourages investment on both sides of the Atlantic. For Ottawa, CETA is more than a trade deal. It's a foundation for deeper integration and long-term prosperity. Canadian businesses are now being encouraged to look beyond North America and tap into Europe's stable and diverse markets. By building resilient supply chains that stretch across the Atlantic, Canada aims to insulate itself from the unpredictability of U.S. politics and global disruptions. This strategy is about ensuring Canadian innovation and products have a secure place in the world economy. Ultimately, this is more than just trade diversification. It represents a fundamental realignment of Canada's global posture. By embracing Europe as a key partner, Ottawa is redefining its role in the international community, seeking not only economic security, but also a stronger voice in shaping global affairs. The journey to Paris is only the beginning. As Canada steps onto the world stage with renewed purpose, it embarks on a path to forge a new national identity, one that is outward-looking, resilient, and ready to meet the challenges of a rapidly changing world. America's auto tariffs triggered a global outcry, uniting allies in condemnation. Leaders from France, Germany, the UK, Japan, and South Korea warned of economic chaos and inflation. The European Union prepared swift retaliatory measures, refusing to let its industries be targeted. The move was seen as a rejection of the multilateral system the US once championed. Frustration with American unpredictability is driving nations to build new coalitions. For Canada, this backlash creates an opening to forge stronger alliances with like-minded partners. The world is no longer willing to accept US unilateralism without response. Canada's pivot to Europe is accelerated by this global realignment. France's interest in Canada is driven by a need for stability amid global volatility. The unpredictability of US policy and the energy shocks from Russia's invasion of Ukraine have forced France to seek new, reliable partners. Energy security is paramount. France wants suppliers who share its democratic values and won't use resources as leverage. Canada, with its vast resources and political stability, fits this need perfectly. France is moving away from uncomfortable alliances with autocratic regimes. The Paris-Ottawa axis is emerging as a vital connection in a world where trust is scarce. France sees Canada as a dependable ally for the long haul. Canada's value on the world stage is rising as democratic norms erode elsewhere. For France, Canada's stable democracy and rule of law offer predictability and trust. Canada's energy resources are free from the geopolitical baggage of Russia or the Middle East. Its commitment to clean technology and climate goals makes it an even more attractive partner. This combination, resources, reliability, and shared values, offers France the certainty it craves. In a turbulent world, Canada is not just attractive, but essential for France's strategic future. Nowhere do French and Canadian interests align more closely than in the realm of energy policy. As the world faces mounting challenges from climate change and energy insecurity, these two nations are forging a path forward together, grounded in shared values and mutual respect. Their collaboration is not just about meeting today's needs, but about shaping a resilient, sustainable future for generations to come. France, long a pioneer in nuclear energy, is doubling down on its commitment to nuclear power. This strategy is central to its pursuit of energy independence and the production of low-carbon electricity. By investing in advanced nuclear technologies and expanding its reactor fleet, France aims to secure a stable energy supply while drastically reducing its carbon footprint. Yet, even as France leads in nuclear, it recognizes the ongoing need for reliable oil and gas. Here, Canada stands out, not only as a major producer, but as a stable, democratic partner. Canadian energy is prized for its reliability, transparency, and adherence to high environmental standards, making it a preferred choice for France as it diversifies its energy sources. Both countries are also at the forefront of the global transition to net zero emissions. They are investing heavily in clean technologies, from wind and solar to hydrogen and advanced batteries. By building green supply chains and supporting innovation, France and Canada are not just reducing their own emissions, they're setting an example for the world. This partnership goes far beyond simple trade. It's a deep strategic collaboration aimed at tackling the climate crisis head-on. Through joint research, shared investments, and coordinated policy, France and Canada are working together to accelerate the development and deployment of sustainable solutions. Unlike the United States, where energy policy can shift dramatically with each election cycle, Canada offers a rare sense of long-term certainty. Its consistent, forward-looking approach to energy makes it an especially attractive partner for countries like France, seeking stability in an unpredictable world. For France, this partnership is about more than just securing energy for today. It's about building a foundation for energy security, economic growth, and shared climate ambitions that will endure well into the future. In this new era, Canada is not just a supplier but a true strategic peer, an equal partner in the quest to build a cleaner, more sustainable world. Together, France and Canada are proving that international cooperation is the key to a brighter, greener future for all. The France-Canada partnership is championed by both President Macron and Prime Minister Carney. Macron calls for a stronger, more independent Europe, seeing Canada as a key ally. Carney's new doctrine seeks to build a world less dependent on U.S. whims, with France as a cornerstone. Both leaders are expanding trade, energy, and defense cooperation, aiming for a resilient, multi-layered alliance. Their shared experience with U.S. tariffs has forged solidarity and accelerated strategic alignment. This is more than a reaction to American policy, it's a long-term investment in a new international order. A quiet realignment is underway as France shifts focus from the U.S. to Canada. American unpredictability and protectionism have shattered old alliances, making Canada a more attractive partner. Canada's stable democracy, energy resources, and climate commitments align perfectly with France's needs. The Paris-Ottawa axis is built on shared values and a commitment to a rules-based order. Where America offers instability, Canada offers reliability and consensus. For France, the choice is clear. Canada is the partner for a new, uncertain age. The transatlantic relationship is being redrawn, with France and Canada at its heart.